Hello guys, welcome to today's episode of Tutorials by Kasanga. My name is Kasanga, and last time we looked at how to use keyframes on Adobe Premiere Pro. Today we are going now to do keyframes on Adobe After Effects. Now, one thing to remember is that all these keyframe things, they are more or less the same. Once you've known how to use keyframes on Premiere Pro, it's going to be very easy to use it on After Effects. For this episode, we're going to use the same images that we used last time, and this image of something that looks like a splat, the red splat. Now that's the red splat. Now we're going now to use keyframes to animate it to some sort. Let's see. Now for After Effects, you just come down here. This is where the keyframes are. You open the transform tab, and these are the basic ones. You have the anchor, you got the position, you got the scale, you got the rotation, and you got the opacity. Now the anchor point is the point at which an object expands or contracts, or just basically it's the point at which any transformation takes place from. So if I was to scale it up and down, it's going to scale from this point because this is the anchor point. Now that will be the center of all transformations. Now if I was to move the anchor point to that point and then I just apply the scale, you shall see now the anchor point remains to be the center. Now let's reset that anchor point to that point. Now you can move, you can play around with the anchor point, but for me I really don't play around with it. I just use the normal ones, the position, the scale, the rotation, and the opacity. Now I want us to use the keyframes to have an effect as if this plot is scaling. It's becoming big and small at the same time. Sorry, it's becoming big then small, then big then small, then big then small. So what I'm going to do, I initiate a keyframe, then I come to this point. Because this is smaller, then I just scale it up a bit. Then I'm just going to copy these keyframes. Then I'm going to paste them. Then I want it to start to fade out from point 4. I have a keyframe at point 4. Then by this time I want it to be faded out completely. It's going to be at 0. So just using the keyframes, let's see what happened. Good. Now let us just do something else. For the rotation, I just wanted it to have one full rotation at this point. Let us see what's going to happen. Let's go back. I think a full rotation is too much. Let's just go for half. Let's go for 180 degrees. I think that will work. Let's see. At least you can see it kind of glowing. Good. Then we can also play around with the position. Let's say we want it, since it's at the center, we want it to move not that one. Just say we move it to the side. So let's see what happens. Good. Imagine that's how simple it is to play around with keyframes just after you've gotten an introduction to how that works. Now these are the basic ones. With time you will also learn how to use the complex ones. Now for sound is more or less of the same as what you had in Premiere Pro. We have the audio levels and the keyframe initiator over here, and this is where the sound stands at the moment at 0 dB. If you take it low, you see how it plays out. Now the difference between this and Premiere Pro is that once you change the levels, it will reflect directly on the frames, sorry, on the levels right here. Now let's say we need this sound to start fading at here, and just at 6 seconds we need it to be at the lowest, which is minus 48. Now that's what it's going to look like. So once you get to this point, it starts to fade out. Let's have another keyframe over there, then it fades up to the initial at 0. Now that's how easy it is with sound in After Effects. So that's what we'll do for today. We are going to have the final video about keyframes on Adobe Audition. That will be the next video we're going to upload. And until next time, guys, have yourself a good one. Goodbye. God bless.